In the world of football, perfection is a myth, but what if I told you there's a player who was so good that he did the impossible? A player who not only made it in just one competition before his perfection. Cristiano Ronaldo faced heavy setbacks. He was bullied by teammates, opponents tried to kick him out of the game, and he lost his father at the age of 20. His life was an absolute roller coaster. Summer 2003, Cristiano Ronaldo is the hottest prospect in world football. The 18-year-old Portuguese wonder kid left such a big impression after playing against United that Alex Ferguson immediately signed him up for a record fee for a teenager, slapped the number 7 on his back and put him right into the action. The man who only signed 3 days ago, the 18-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo, is coming on for... Ronaldo got off to a great start. He wasn't always the strong, athletic, goal-scoring demon we know today, but his super-quick pace and skill on the ball left veteran players in the dust, chasing after him. He showed immense potential, and the fans were delighted to see this young star play. Ronaldo even built up quite the ego. His older teammates grew frustrated when he took too many touches, hogged the ball, or showed off with unnecessary tricks. Gary Neville said he almost gave up on the youngster at one point, and Ryan Giggs even claims they used to kick him in training whenever he... Ronaldo started showboating 4 months after his debut. Premier League defenders had caught onto his tricks. They bullied him off the ball, using their strength to lay into him and shove him all over the pitch. The media started laying into him, calling him a show pony, a selfish player with no end product. Ronaldo faced the toughest challenge he'd ever come across in his life. If he wanted to one day be the best, he'd need to overcome this massive obstacle. There were 2 key areas where the young Ronaldo needed to improve. First, and most important, was the physical side. As good as he was on the ball, he soon met his match when facing up against these giants. It's one thing dribbling past a midfielder from a mid-table Portuguese team who plays the game the beautiful way, like you. It's a whole other when you're up against beasts like Patrick Vieira or Steven Gerrard. Who's the best player in the world ever? Me. Second was his ego. Both pundits and teammates complained that he was far too selfish on the ball, trying to show off and losing possession rather than playing with the rest of the team. Were these fair criticisms? Kind of. While the English media can go overboard, there's no denying that the Premier League style of play was a big shock to Ronaldo's system. His first season ended with 6 goals and 8 assists across 40 games in all competitions. It's not bad for a teenager, but it's nowhere near good enough for Ronaldo. But at the same time, it's not like the Portuguese youngster was the first wonder kid to ever come over to a more challenging league and struggle to make an impact. Kids are meant to be a bit dumb and develop an ego. What matters is what you take away from this period. Many talented kids these days stay arrogant and refuse to work on themselves. Ronaldo is different. He knew he'd struggled in his first season, so he dedicated himself to improving in every way, shape and form. If he would become the best, he knew he had to put in the hours to make it happen. Ronaldo's commitment to his mission started slowly. He gradually changed his lifestyle and habits to improve his physique. He spent more time after training, honing his skills and pushing his body. He also closely monitored his diet to ensure he took in all the necessary nutrients to give his body the energy. I don't know a stronger, more determined, obsessed player that I'd share a changing room with, because he was just phenomenal. In the gym, Ronaldo targeted a few key areas he knew needed developing through resistance training and weightlifting. The most noticeable change was his muscle mass becoming stronger every day. Fans noticed how his shoulders, chest and legs grew more muscular throughout the 2004 to 2005 season. This allowed him to be far more explosive and sturdy on the ball while staying fit and as agile as ever. Alex Ferguson, the legendary manager of Manchester United at the time, fully supported the youngster's development. With a wise, experienced mentor who knew the English game like the back of his hand at his side, Ronaldo slowly but surely grew more and more suited to the Premier League style of play. The 2004 to 2005 season didn't play out much differently to 2003 to 2004 regarding raw stats. In over 50 games, Ronaldo scored 9 and assisted 9. The big difference, though, was his attitude and commitment. Fans gave him massive credit for changing his style and improving the physical side of his game. Sure, pundits still got on his back about the diving, but the improvements were evident. With time, Ronaldo could become an absolute monster. Then in September 2005, something terrible happened. Ronaldo's father passed away from liver and kidney failure. The death of a parent is something you never quite get over. It affects you for the rest of your life and has massive psychological impacts. Imagine how hard it must be to go through such tragedy at a young age, especially considering Ronaldo's complicated relationship with his father and the weight of the footballing world resting on his shoulders. To cope with the loss, Ronaldo pulled himself into football. He came back to the training center with deep psychological scars. His teammates and coaches offered support. México presente. Entonces, Ronaldo, happy birthday, Cristiano. Cumpleaños, Cristiano, por tus 40 años. Birthday, Ronaldo. Cumpleaños. Feliz cumpleaños. Feliz te deseamos. Coño, cumpleaños. Feliz vamos, Cristiano. Llevas 923 y vamos rumbo a los 1000 goles. Te los estamos contando uno por uno. Bravo, Cristiano. Vamos por las mañanitas que al rey David hoy por ser tu cumpleaños te las cantamos así. Felicidades, Cristiano. Viva Cristiano. Viva. Bueno, yo le quiero decir que es mi ídolo, que vengo desde Costa Rica a hacer esto y que lo admiro demasiado. Y que tenga un feliz cumpleaños. Cumpleaños feliz. Feliz les llamamos a ti, a ti. Cumpleaños de reciente años. Feliz Cristiano, ¿qué tal? Saludos desde México. Todo México te envía saludos. Muchas felicitaciones. Espero que la pases increíble y recuerda no ser mejor que el 7, que el Bisu. Cristiano, te amo demasiado. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños, Cristiano Ronaldo. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Hey Cristiano, I can't believe I get to wish you a happy birthday. And thank you for everything that you've done in all inspiring me to play ball. As and of, I want to see you and ahai. Hi Ronaldo, happy for your birthday. I want to wish you the best for all time, all your life. Just wanted to say, ¿cómo es el mundo? Todos somos los cristianos. A la 1, a las 2 y a las 3. Mi padre me ha regalado una estatua así de alta, de 2 metros de él, y cuando me la regalaron por mi cumple, la miré y le dije, ¿quién eres más guapo, tú o yo? Y le dije, los dos somos guapos. Aquí en México tienes una seguidora que te llama. Eres el mejor del mundo. Gracias. Millones de besos para ti. Envía a todo el mundo. Cristiano, felicidades. Y ahora vamos a de nuevo, el más grande de Madrid. Venga, a la 1, a las 2, a las 3. 1, 2 y 3. 1, 2, 3. Mi